Okay. Question. Why did we not expect opening gap to fill? That's what we talking about. I had to hit record for the gems for the live stream. Bonus episode. All right. So Michael teaches, okay, when we have a opening range gap, if you go to regular trading hours, right, and the difference between the New York close and the New York open, if there's a difference in price, that's your opening range gap. If that gap is a sizable gap, meaning over 125 or more points, there's a lower probability that you will get a gap fill and a lower probability that you would even get back to consequent encroachment or 50% of that gap, because the size of the gap coupled with the fact that price is in a strong buy program or sell program. And as you see here, right, we already know that price has been in a very strong buy program, right? We've been having, yes, during intraday, we may have some chop, but when we look at the day as a whole, price has just been expanding, retracing, expanding, retracing, expanding, retracing, right? Been a very strong buy program, right? So that's one reason why we're not expecting it to fill, right? That doesn't say it can't, but that's just one reason, just like with divergence, right? If you're bullish and you see bullish divergence, you'd be like, okay, I'm going to trust my bullishness a little bit more because I see bullish divergence, okay? Now, we got the big gap. We saying, okay, we're not anticipating price to come back down there. Now, you go into looking at what has price done prior to 9:30. I'm going to chop all this off, right? Because we want to see prior to 9:30, right? We see that price has consolidated, manipulated out lows, and then reversed and took out the highs, right? So we have a bullish Wick Snatcher in the midst of a strong buy program, meaning we've manipulated sell side and we've come back up and taken out buy side. All right. So right now we're bullish here because we got a bullish Wick Snatcher, right? And now we have a balanced price range right there because we offered buy side delivery, sell side delivery, and then we left that area. So now we got a balanced price range right there, right? And then when you look at our opening range gap right there, that's our blue box right there, right? Our opening range gap is right in line with this balanced price range. If we're looking at a balanced price range, we don't want to see price digging back inside here, right? So when we were talking about price this morning, we said that this right here is our morning high, right? That was our morning buy side liquidity. Okay, that's our morning buy side liquidity from yesterday. And we said that we're not going to bother marking out the afternoon high, right? And then the afternoon low, we were saying that it's way down here. And then the morning low is all the way down here. But we don't want to see price coming down here because that invalidates this buy program. If we came all the way down here and started taking out all of this sell side liquidity, invalidates the buy program, and we just don't want to see that hit because, right, we got a balanced price range over here where we want to see it support price if price wants to pull back down into it, right? If price wants to pull back down into it, okay? And so when we, as we see here, when we open up, where are we? Looking at the wrong freaking day. Right now, when we open up here on the day, right? Looking at the wrong day over there after it, but this is our day right here. Same thing. We want to see this support price, right? So when we open up today, at 9:30. This is our 9:30 time frame, right? Right, that's our 9:30 time frame. Once we open up there, right, what do we say? We don't want to see price coming back down into this liquidity here, right? Don't want to see it coming to this liquidity here. We definitely don't want to see it come to that liquidity there. And the liquidity we don't want to see it come to is below the gap fill. So because we want to see this used as a balanced price range based off what the algorithm has done with the consolidation expansion reversal, right? Now we're just looking for any type of retrace and delivery, right? And as we see here, we got a very short, once we got our reversal, right? Once we got our reversal, we barely got any type of retracing. It was just like trend day up, right? So that's why we weren't anticipating the gap fill. It's like a collective of things. 1, the size of the gap. 2, the strength of the buy program. 3, price has already consolidated, expand, and reversed. So now we're just looking for retrace and delivery. So with all the different aspects of order flow and price action, that is why we did not expect a gap fill.
Let him cook! I said let him cook!
Y'all give it up for core cravers for pulling up with the hard-hitting question. I can't keep doing this. They're going to ban me.